My dear CSIR NET set aspirants, I am Dr. V. Mahindramani, Assistant Professor, Department of Biochemistry, Islamia College, Vaniambadi. I welcome you all for this 3 days national level coaching class for CSIR NET and TN set aspirants. Before I start my presentation, it is my duty to thank the Vaniambadi Muslim Education Society, Secretary and Correspondent of our college, Mr. L.M. Munir Ahmad Saab, our dynamic principal, Dr. T. Muhammad Ilyas sir, Vice Principal, Dr. S. Raza Muhammad Kamil sir, Head of the Department of Biochemistry and Syndicate Member of Tiruvallur University, Dr. A. Liaquat Ali sir, Head of the Department of Biotechnology and Coordinator of this program, Dr. H. Abdul Jafar Ali sir, and the Coordinator and Head of the Department of History, Dr. D. Abul Fasal sir. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to take the coaching class for CSIR NET and TN set aspirants. This is my topic, this is my presentation regarding methods in biology, chapter 13 of CSIR syllabus. I categorize my topic into how to prepare CSIR NET and set, what are the study material, where it is available, what are the question types generally asking, and we are going to discuss about few questions, solved papers here. Finally, I concluded with providing tips for qualified TN set and NET. At first, how to prepare for CSIR NET and set. I start with Tamil Nadu state. So you should know, you should verse with your syllabus content. What is your syllabus for set at first? Based on the syllabus, you need to take some selective books, prepare short notes daily, practice 3 to 5 hours per day, revise what you are practice, get help from experts who already qualify TN set. You should maintain your time management. You should understand the examination pattern, and you should thoroughly go through previous year question papers, paper 1 and paper 2. For NET, you get help from your teacher. Your teacher has all the content of knowledge. They have e-content, they have CSIR NET material, set material. So get help from the experts who already qualified NET or set. Refer good books. Get the books from the library or your teacher, your friends, wherever it is possible. Practice previous year question papers. The question papers are available from the 2008 to 2019. I will provide in the same presentation the link for assessing the previous year question paper with the key. You should make a good team. If you are a student, make to form a team and study well. You should spend minimum of 3 to 5 hours regular studies. If you plan for proper study plan, you should plan for a minimum of 6 months, maximum of 2 years for NET. For set, you need just a 3 months plan. You should put extra effort to your weak portion. Revise what you are study. Practice. Make mock test yourself. So how to practice for NET preparation? This is the chart I am going to explain. Are you the student? If yes, go to practice. That means first you download the syllabus, find out what is the content is there, get some books, get some help from others. If you are not a student, if you are a teacher, if you are a professor, find the most difficult techniques, most difficult part. You will not go through it. Practice it. Is there someone better than you? If yes, keep practicing. If no, find someone better than you. If already someone qualifies net, find them. Keep practicing. You just finished practicing. Yes, go to bed, wake up and keep practicing. You are practicing right now? Good. Don't stop practicing. This is the mantra for qualifying TN set and CSIR net. So what are the study material? Where we get? I will show you. For TN set, just a 3-month plan is enough to qualify. Yes, I am the best example. I checked just 3 months hard work. I qualified TN set in the year 2018. So just 3 months plan, you get some books for the syllabus content, you get class notes from your teacher, assess the previous year question papers with the key, make a teamwork. You should share what you are read, what you are study with your friends, with your teamwork. Otherwise it is impossible to qualify. Get help from your teacher, get the link of academic link to assess aptitude test, mock test. Join the social media. Some of the professors who freely coaching the students CSIR net in the WhatsApp group, in the Telegram group. So join this social media. Get help from who already qualify. At the end of my presentation, you will get all the link for study material. I will show you later. So what are the study material where we get from for CSIR net? Again, I will give the recommendation of books from your library. You get the e-books. I will show more than 300 e-books links from here. Later I will provide you article. Recent research articles which gives updated knowledge. In recording set, they are asking questions related to what you are studying in the book. But recording net, it is very difficult because they are asking questions related to recent day technology. You should study the research article published recently related to your topic. So I will give some link also. So you should study the previous year's solved question paper, consult with your teacher, make a good team. Again I insisting you, if you want to qualify net or set, make a good team or net set aspirant young charms. So I will provide here the next presentation. I will provide all the recommended books, website link, my Google Drive, my academia link, some WhatsApp group and Telegram group for CSIR net set material. Don't worry about it. So what are the general question types asking in CSIR net and set? Where we get first aptitude type question, application oriented type question, research oriented type question, mathematical calculation, objective type questions are generally asking in CSIR net and set. For aptitude type question, here some of the links, you are freely attend that aptitude anytime, anywhere using your mobile phone also. eduuncle.com, tcyonline.com, modelexam.in, ecbiologyclass.com, viziq.com, pathfinderacademy.in, unacademy.com, topperexam.com. These are the different link for aptitude type questions. Objective type question, you have to study some of the books, research articles, class notes, materials I will provide later. Application oriented subject, you also read in the books and research articles. For example, research oriented question, you should know the updated knowledge through studying research articles. Mathematical calculation, you should note down all the formulas available in books content for especially statistical analysis, for example genetics, You should know the basic formula. Next we move on to what are the solved question papers where it is available. For NET and SET, this is my Google Drive. I will provide in the Google Classroom. This Google Drive has previous year question paper of TN SET, Kerala SET, Karnataka SET with key. You get it from my drive anytime, anywhere. For NET also, I provide the link, my drive link. Here also some of the link which is having the CSIR NET question with key 2010 to 15, 2010 to 19 available those website. For example, www.ecbiologyclass.com and examrace.com as previous year question paper with the key. I also provided at the end of the presentation. Finally, I concluded with here my best wishes to all CSIR NET and SET aspirants. I strongly suggest you to practice, keep on practice to success on your examination. I will provide a video how to qualify SET and NET, what are the tips available. Thank you, my dear participants. My dear participants, CSIR NET SET aspirants, as per our earlier discussion, I am here with provide the important link for CSIR NET and TN SET material. At first, I am here with provide my Google Drive. I have all previous year CSIR NET and TN SET, Karnataka SET, Kerala SET question papers with key in this drive link. And also I provide the link for all life science ebooks in the form of PDF file in this link. You're going to get anytime, anywhere. And also I provide my site called academia.edu. Here I provide all the ebooks in the form of PDF file, and also slideshare.net. I provided my all class notes in the form of PPT presentation. In this site you're going to get the PPT slides. In YouTube channel I provide some of the videos. Later I will provide all the materials here. You're going to get all the e-content in the form of PDF, PPT and video in all my links. These are other links. Best open access resources for NET and SET preparation. Here I provide so many links. You're going to get ebooks, the PDF form, audio file, video file, and some of the journals, elsewhere journals, sciencedirect.com, NCBI National Center for Biotechnology Information. Also I provide a link. Use it. My best wishes for all the CSIR NET SET aspirants. Use it, the link. Digital libraries. I also provided the link for digital library. It is the link for virtual lab interactive stimulation links. Use all the links and success your CSIR NET and TN SET. Thank you very much. You should know about NTA, National Testing Agency. You get all the notification from csirnet.nta.nic.in is the notification list here. Here it shows CSIR NET exam important date, application start date, application form last date, application fee last date, application correction, if there is any correction they provide some of the date, CSIR NET exam date, admit card download date, CSIR NET result date, and also they provide the notification for application fee, CSIR NET eligibility criteria, so on. Here the CSIR NET exam pattern for life science, it carries part A, part B, part 3. Part A carries 20 questions. Out of 20 questions you may attend 15. So 15 into 2, 30 marks. There is a negative marks also. 0.5 is a negative mark if you are wrong answer. Part B carries 40 question, out of 40 you may attend 35 question, it carries 2 marks, so total marks 70. Part C carries 60 question, out of 60 you may attend 20 question, it carries 4 marks, so total marks is 80. So there are 120 questions for 200 marks for 3 hours. Part A and Part B has 0.5 negative, Part C has 1 mark negative if you put wrong answer. Is the CSIR net cutoff for life science, JRF and lectureship separately according to their category, general to SC, they differ in the each and every CSIR net examination. So first, how to fill the CSIR net application. So first visit the csirnet.nta.nic.in is the application form is open. Please carefully fill that application form without any typographical error. You should know your permanent email ID, your permanent contact mobile number. So don't change the email ID, don't change the mobile number. Later you get the OTP, you get the further communication from your mail and your mobile number. So here you should upload your photographs in signature in the prescribed JPG format with the prescribed kilobytes. Fill the application form without any error and also pay the prescribed fee online through online itself. So this NTA is established by Ministry of Human Resource Development as an independent, autonomous, self-reliant and self-sustained premier testing organization. They are conducting the examination thoroughly on computer-based test. Hereafter, there is no shading at all. You should know the minimum computer knowledge. If you are entering the examination center, this is the window appear in front of you. Here the admit card, you should enter your application number, date of birth and examination here and some of the code they provide. After proceed, it is the window is open. Is the question paper window. This question for part A, part B and part C. That means paper 1, paper 2, paper 3 appear on top. You may access any paper, any part, anytime. So here some of the colors are indicated: white color, orange color, green color, purple with some circle. So white color indicate you have not visited the question yet. There are 120 questions here is there. So if you have not visited the question, it's shown in the white color and also it shows the number here. So you're going to select any question from the white color. The orange color indicate you have not answered the question. You are visited the question but you are not answered the question. The green color indicates you have answered the question and also saved the question. After saving, there is no edition. This purple color, you may put it, you have not answered the question but marked as review later. That means you visited the question, you saw the question, but there is a little bit confusion in the answer. You may put it into review. Later you are going to answer and save and submit. So this is the purple with circle. You have answered the question, marked as issue. You are not saving the answer. That shown as the purple color with some circle. So at the end of the time, you may answer the question or you may leave that question. Such a way the color indication shown here, be careful on before entering the examination hall. What don'ts in the examination center? You should bring only your admit card, one photograph and one identity, Aadhaar card. If the person is differently able, they have the unique disability ID card. This is the only 4 things to be bring to the examination center. Don't your watch, your pen, mobile phones, glass, calculator, USB pen drive, materials, camera, recorder, earphone, microphone, ink pen, smart lenses, ring, watch, even your key holder, ATM card, eraser, your wallet, even your belt. Do not bring to in the examination center. Thank you very much. I congratulate all the participants for attending this 3 days national level coaching for CSIR NET SET aspirants. My dear participants, this is for CSIR NET SET coaching. This topic is Methods in Biology, Chapter 13, CSIR NET syllabus. Methods in biology comprises the molecular biology and recombinant DNA methods, histochemical and immunotechnical methods, biophysical methods, statistical methods, radio labeling techniques, microscopic techniques, and electrophysiological methods in the field of biology. It is very difficult to complete all the things in a single 1 hour. So I take one of these methods in the field of biology is sodium dodecyl sulfate polyacrylamide gel electrophoresis and its applications. Principle of electrophoresis. So electrophoresis is the separation of biological macromolecules which is having charged ionizable groups, for example proteins and nucleic acids, even some carbohydrate which combine with proteins, glycoproteins combined with nucleic acids called as nucleoprotein, can be separated through electrophoresis. So if the molecules having positive charge, it migrated towards a negative. If the molecules having negative charge, is migrated towards the positive. In the supporting medium of gel under the influence of electric field, it is the principle behind electrophoresis. For SDS page, sodium dodecyl sulfate polyacrylamide gel electrophoresis, these are the basic requirements. 30% monomer, that monomer that made up of acrylamide and N-methylene bisacrylamide combination. SDS, sodium dodecyl sulfate, ammonium persulfate is act as a free radical catalyst. TMAD act as the initiator for the gel formation. Electrophoresis buffer, generally TRIS SCL buffer, power pack for supplying power. So SDS, what is the role of SDS in electrophoresis? So in sodium dodecyl sulfate polyacrylamide gel electrophoresis, the proteins are separated, differ in the molecular weight, differ in the charge, differ in the shape. Proteins generally made up of both positive and negative charge, because one end of the protein having carboxyl group that having negative charge, another end of the group is amino group that's positive charge. So as per the principle, positive charge migrated towards the negative, negative charge migrated towards positive. But the protein has both the charge. How it is separated? At that time SDS helpful. So this SDS molecule is highly anionic detergent, that is negative charge. It binds strongly to the protein. Every 2 amino acids of the protein is going to be bound, and it gives overall charge for the protein is negative. And this SDS also cause the denaturation for the separation of the protein. How to prepare the page? Page means polyacrylamide gel. So already said that the monomers that contain acrylamide N-methylene bisacrylamide in the presence of ammonium persulfate, free radical catalyst, and TMAD as an initiator to form a page, polyacrylamide gel. So the gel is prepared in between 2 glass plates. This is the glass plates. In between there is a spacer arm is there. Provide the space for preparation of the gel. It is the gel casting tray or gel slab where we put these glass plates, and we are adding the mixtures of acrylamide, N-methylene bicarbonate, APS and TMAD to that. Within few minutes the gel is polymerized. So this APS makes the monomer into polymer, cross polymers. The TMAD initiate the reaction and complete it as soon as possible. So the gel is formed. This is the supporting medium for separation of protein in SDS page. So this is the general protocol for the preparation of a gel. Generally the gel is available from the 3% to 30%, but for the separation of protein in research purpose we are using 12% for resolving gel, 5% for stacking gel. The gel has two portions, resolving gel and stacking gel. In the uppermost portion is stacking gel, the lowermost portion is resolving gel. That is due to the sample should be migrated according to the charge, according to the size, according to the shape. So that should be in the linear lane. There should be comes under the linear lane. So stacking gel is helpful to make that linear lane. So if the percentages is decreases, the pore size will be increases. At that time the sample migrated easily and stop on the particular lane. After that, resolving gel makes the separation of protein according to their size, according to their charge, according to their shape. How to prepare the two different gel from the same gel plate? First, you should prepare according to the protocol, double distilled water, the monomer, tris HCl, that means 1.5 molar for 12% gel, 1 molar for 5% gel. So differ in the concentration makes the differ in the pore size. See that here the 2.5 ml is there, just 630 microliter is there, and 1.5 molar of tris HCl for resolving gel, 1 molar for stacking gel. So APS and TEMET SDS. SDS gives negative charge, APS makes a free radical mechanism, TEMET acts as an initiator for a reaction. Within 5 minutes the gel is formed. How to prepare a sample? The sample may be all biological sample. It may be your serum, it may be a plasma, it may be a tissue homogenate, it may be a biological sample, biopsy sample, it may be a plant tissue homogenate, whatever it is, the sample is taken. Before you start, you should estimate the protein present in that sample by any one of the method, protein estimation by Lowry's method or Biuret method or Bradford method. So sample is mixed with sample solubilizing buffer, SSB buffer. The sample solubilizing buffer comprises with SDS. So already we discussed SDS gives negative charge to bound with every 2 amino acid. Next, beta mercaptoethanol. So generally protein in the complex tertiary quaternary structure of protein. So it should be converted into linear form. The structure made up by the form of disulfide bond between 2 amino acids. So this beta mercaptoethanol play important role to break these disulfide bridges and convert the complex form of the protein into linear form. So after that SDS is going to bound every 2 amino acid, it gives negative charge. After the SSB contain glycerol and sucrose. This glycerol and sucrose gives density to the sample. If you are adding this glycerol and sucrose, gives density, the sample going to settle down the well. After the preparation of gel, the well is prepared by putting the comb of stacking gel. After the remove the comb, the well is formed. If you are not adding glycerol and sucrose, the sample is jumping from one well to another well. It disturbs your electrophoresis setup. Next, the SSB contain bromophenol blue. The bromophenol blue, it acts as a tracking dye or marking dye. During electrophoresis, this is helpful because the gel is transparent, completely transparent. During electrophoresis, it gives a single lane, blue color line in the gel. It shows where the protein is migrated. After the end of the migration, the bromophenol blue tracking dye, it reaches the end, you should stop the electrophoresis by switch off the power pack. Finally, tris buffer maintain the environment of the protein, cannot be disturbed by adding of such a chemicals. Sample application. Simply after the estimation of protein of the sample mixed with SSB. For example, 50 microliter of sample you are taken, 50 microliter of SSB is added, and is keep it on boiling water bath for minimum of 20 to 30 minutes to denaturation. After that cooling, the sample is pipetted using micropipette or aqua pipette. So each and every well you should add 50 microgram of sample. That is why you are estimating the protein present in the sample. So after adding the sample, you are put the electrophoretic buffer. The buffer made up of tris, boric acid, EDTA combination. So buffer added with upper buffer reservoir, lower buffer reservoir. The electrode is connected from cathode to anode because the protein now its negative charge is migrated towards the positive. After the switch on this power pack, the supporting medium gives the gel for the separation of protein. The buffer gives electricity to move on top up to the bottom. So during the electrophoresis, you should apply the voltage properly. If you are not applying properly, it disturbs your electrophoresis separation. For example, if you take mini gel electrophoresis system, it is 10 centimeter of dimension. So each and every 1 centimeter you should apply 10 voltage. So it is 10 centimeter, 10 into 10 is 100 voltage for electrophoresis. So for the electrophoresis you should provide 100 volts running the gel. After the application of sample, you should connect it with power pack to the electrophoresis apparatus. The sample is migrated towards the bottom, that means negative charge to the positive charge, where the bromophenol blue gives tracking dye. It reaches the end of the gel, you should off the power pack. So such a way the bromophenol blue tracking dye and marking dye moves the end of the gel. So after the gel it reaches the bottom of the bromophenol blue, you should remove that gel plate and remove the gel and transfer into staining solution. The staining solution is Fomassive Brilliant Blue R250, methanol and acetic acid water combination. You should put it into 1 hour for staining period. After that the gel is washed with the double distilled water for 3 to 4 times. After you put it into destaining solution for overnight, the next day you get the results or look like this. So this SDS page used to determine the molecular weight of the protein, with the proteins, a protein mixture with different molecular weight proteins. It used to isolate. So how to determine the molecular weight of protein? So this is in the first lane. If you are applying these molecular weight markers, in the second and third lane you put the unknown sample. After the electrophoresis is completed, you can find the what is the molecular weight of that particular protein by comparing unknown with that of the standard. Such a way you are going to determine any protein with their molecular weight. Thank you. My dear participants, we are going to discuss some of the previous year set and next questions with key with reference to electrophoresis here. First question from TN set 2016. Techniques used for the separation of protein of identical molecular weight and differ in the charge. See, in the SDS page, it can be separate according to difference in the molecular weight. So this is not an answer. In the native page electrophoresis, we are going to separate a molecules depends upon the molecular weight. So it is not also identical molecular weight. In agrogel electrophoresis also we can separate the DNA, not a protein. So isoelectrofocusing. So isoelectrofocusing is depends upon the isoelectric pH of that particular protein. So B is an answer. Next question. When voltage V is applied across a pair of electrode, cathode and anode, a potential gradient E is created between electrode. We can conclude E as we discussed earlier, SDS page, voltage is applied as per the glass plate, dimension of the glass plate. If the glass plate dimension is 10:10, we put 100 voltage. So it depends upon distance. So the answer is E equal to V by D. V stands for voltage, D stands for distance. So A is an answer. The voltage V of a charged particle in an electric field in a medium can be mathematically expressed as V equal to UQ by F, where EQ and F are. See, we are applying voltage in the electric field in the electrophoresis. V equal to voltage. EQ here, there is no energy we are applying. There is no equilibrium constant we are applying. We are applying electrical force. So B and C may be the answer. So EQ is a electrical force. And F is, there is no gravitational force involved in the electrophoresis. Only frictional coefficient is involved. So C is an answer for this question. So EQ for electrical force, F stands for frictional coefficient of the compound to be separated. For better resolution of minute protein of band in SDS page, which is the following staining method is advised. See, generally in SDS page, Comasive Brilliant Blue R250 CPB staining is used, but it is for higher molecular weight protein, higher resolution protein. But when, for example, a small molecular weight protein, a minute band, it does not appear in the CPB band staining. So at that time, if you want minute band, you want to identify a minute protein, so we go for silver staining, not CBB, not avidin staining. So CBB, silver staining is the right answer for this question. The functional genome can be best studied. See, generally our human having 3 million nucleotides. From that, only 30,000 gene is functional gene. It can be identified by DNA microchips. So PCR it for amplification of DNA what we are provided. It just amplify the DNA. Dot blot and ELISA reader for identification of the proteins, not for the DNA. Here DNA microchips is only method to identify a functional genome. DNA microchips also identify the mutated form of the genome also for identification of genetic disorder. One of the most useful method to identify specific gene. See that gene is a key for here. So there is a 3 blotting method: southern blotting, northern blotting, western blotting. There is no eastern blotting, so it is odd out. So southern blotting for DNA, northern blotting for mRNA, western blotting for protein. So answer is southern blotting is right answer. The techniques for defining gene arrangement in very long stretch of the DNA. See here the relative fragment length polymorphism used to analyze the genome of same sequences, palindromic sequences. Is analyze the variation of the homogeneity of the sequence, not in the arrangement of the sequence. Is analyze the homogeneity. Southern blotting for identifying a particular gene from the whole genome, it not defining the arrangement of the gene. Nick translation for mutation sinks. So chromosome walking is the right answer. So chromosome walking or primer walking is a sequencing method used to sequencing the DNA for long DNA base pair. The tertiary structure of the proteins detected by. See, in electrophoresis, in chromatography, the proteins are separated, not to be detected the structure. In spectrophotometry also, The quantity of the protein or DNA may be estimated, not identifying the structure. So right answer is X-ray diffraction techniques. During X-ray diffraction techniques, the sample is exposed with X-ray lights. So the light is scattered can be identified and the structure can be determined by the X-ray diffraction techniques. Some other questions. For separation of DNA by electrophoresis, which is the following method is commonly used? As we discussed, SDS page is a vertical gel electrophoresis, not a horizontal. Agarose is a horizontal gel electrophoresis, not a vertical. So, agarose gel electrophoresis used to separate a DNA. Polyacrylamide gel electrophoresis used to separate a protein. So, correct answer is agarose gel electrophoresis with horizontal, because the DNA having higher the molecular weight. If you are separating agarose in the vertical gel electrophoresis, the molecular sieving mechanism may be happen. That means tearing of the gel. So agarose with horizontal gel electrophoresis system used to separation of the DNA. B is the right answer. Sodium dodecyl sulfate is an, definitely you know very well, is an anionic detergent. It gives negative charge to the protein. It bound to amino acids of the protein. It strongly gives negative charge and denature the protein. So A is the right answer. Function of the beta mercaptoethanol. So already we discussed, beta mercaptoethanol breaks the disulfide bond bridges in between the two amino acids. It converts into complex form of the protein into linear form of the protein. So the right answer is, it is the reduction of disulfide bonds in the protein by cleaving disulfide bridges. In electrophoresis, the electrophoretic mobility mu, it determines the character of the migration of different molecules, which is the following is not having influence of migration. So size, if size increases, migration decreases. If shape is differ, migration will be differ. Molecular weight increases, migration will be decreases. If net charge increases, migration will be increases. All four are affected the migration. Only odd out is stereochemical molecule. It may be a D or L amino acid. It does not affect the migration. All other size, shape, molecular weight, net charge will be affect the migration of the particle. Electrophoresis is not used for separation of. See, electrophoresis used to separate a biological macromolecule which is having charged molecules. So nucleic acid, protein, amino acids are generally separated through the electrophoresis. Lipids cannot be separated by electrophoresis. In SDS page, a protein separation, one SDS molecule will bind. Easy to know, one SDS molecule bound with every two amino acids of the protein. B is the right answer. In SDS page, migration of protein is affected by, the migration of protein is influenced by the size of the protein. If size increases, even the sample cannot to be migrated. If charge increases, it may be migrated fast. If charge increases, migrated slow. But the size of the protein increases, cannot to be migrated from the electrophoresis. The B is the right answer. In native page, the separation of protein influenced by, it is charge of the protein, size of the protein, not depends upon the pI. pI is the isoelectric point, isoelectric pH. So it not comes under the native page. Native page going to separate the native protein, whole protein. For example, superoxide dismutase, catalase, glutathione peroxidase, glutathione reductase can be separated by native page. So it depends upon the charge of the protein, depends upon the size of the protein, not depends upon the pI. So A and B the answer. The main advantage and disadvantage, main advantage of discontinuous buffer system in SDS page, native page is, so it enhances the resolution of the separation. Buffer used to resist to change when you add acid or base in the electrophoresis. It enhances the resolution. The composition of buffer is tris, EDTA and boric acid. It enhances the resolution of the separation with particular pH. So it also depends upon the pH of the molecule. The buffer pH is 8.3. The pH of stacking resolving tank buffer. Already we discussed in gel there is two different slab gel is there. One is stacking gel, another is resolving gel. It depends upon the concentration. Stacking gel is 1.1 molar, resolving gel is 1.5 molar, and pH also differ. Stacking gel pH is 6.8, resolving gel pH is 8.8, and buffer pH is 8.3. So right answer is B. The percentage of SDS commonly used for buffer of SDS is 0.1. That means 100 milligram per ml is generally used as a SDS molecule for the separation of protein. The role of urea in page is separation of DNA. It denatures the protein. It helps to denature the DNA during electrophoresis. The role of APS. APS, it acts as a free radical catalyst. We already discussed. So it makes the monomer into polymer. So answer is B. Act as a source of free radical catalyst. A tracking dye used in the SDS page will be, tracking dye will be anionic, because the migration of particle from negative to positive. The dye should also having a charge of negative, so it can be migrated towards positive. So the tracking dye also should be a negative charge, so that means anionic. Which is the following is used as a tracking dye in SDS page. So tracking dye, bromophenol blue act as a tracking dye or marking dye. All others, comestible blue is staining solution. APS is a free radical catalyst. SDS give negative charge. So bromophenol blue is the right answer. These all are set question previously asking. There is only one question going to discuss in CSIR net. CSIR net, they are asking related to research. We already discussed. The question is also somewhat complex, but if you read 2 to 3 times frequently, going to get the answer. The question is, immune serum raised against purified protein is used to carry out immunoblotting following SDS. So they are carried out blotting followed by SDS page without beta mercaptan ethanol. So it is native page, not SDS page. Same buffer as SDS, but no SDS, no beta mercaptan. You are analyzing the gels of Comasi Brilliant Blue. They are doing CBB staining and Western blotting. They found two different fragments. So native page should be comes only one band, because you are going to isolate in native form of the protein. It should not be a two fragment, but they are asking why. The answers are technical problem with the electrophorus system, quaternary structure of the protein complex, conformational dependent of epitopes, all of the above. The answer is, it is definitely a technical problem, does not a structure. Electrophoresis does not depends upon the structure, depends upon the size, shape and charge. Conformation dependent epitope is not also answer. So technical problem with electrophoresis system. So these are the some of the questions we are assessed. Thank you. My best wishes to all the participants.